text, and this is a choice, and then it continues. So first of all, the text form, how you're gonna do it is like click on add card, and then you have this all kind of Okay, gentlemen, welcome to this video. Today we will be creating AI agents, which you can also call chatbots. And I have three chatbots on my head right now. First one is lead generation and customer support.
Pause.
So this video has one chatbot in it, like customer support and lead generation. Next one will be around the persona bot, and the third one will be around diet plan generator. And then I'll think about the bonus module about integrating and designing your chatbots. I think it'll be a short video, but it's quite necessary because if you don't know how to integrate, there's no benefit to creating these. So I think I'll create those one, and just to stay tuned with the next upcoming videos, I think you should subscribe. And right after this, I'll delve into automations and voice agents as well, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. And yeah, just binge watching this video or try these things out. If you need any assistance, you can reach out to me via social media or just drop a comment. I'll make sure I'll address your concerns.
Resume.
What it'll do is it'll store that information of a visitor, so we can use it to bring them back and sell them our service or product. And also we will address their inquiries as a visitor or a customer. So for this thing, we will be using Botpress and make.com to have an automation so that we can shift the leads information to spreadsheet. And also you'll have to create a spreadsheet in Google Sheets. Then we will build a persona bot, which means like giving a persona of a person. Like let's say your client is some kind of an online coach who preaches about real estate. So you need to take all of their knowledge, put it in a knowledge base of a chatbot, and then give them a persona of that of your client, and they will just talk to the customers or visitors as if it's your client, but it's not. It's the AI, right? So that's the persona bot. In this case, I will be using Iman Ghazi's YouTube scripts and all these things. I'll show you that. I will be using Iman Ghazi as example of a persona bot. For customer support and lead generation, I will be using my own channels and everything. And at last, I will build a diet plan generator, which is specifically for fitness coaches because that is my current niche. And also you can use the same method for SOP finder or some document finder, stuff like that, even staff training chatbots. So in this video I will be using both Botpress and VoiceFlow. So for the first one, as for customer support and lead generating, I think Botpress is our go-to. I've already created this chatbot in Botpress. As you can see, I've created 4 of them. I can show you one actually right here. I think this one is better one here. So you just have to click on edit in studio, but if you're creating a new one, you will have to be like, it's easy. Don't ask me how to sign up. That's like stupidity. People literally ask this shit. Anyway, you come here, you click on new bot, and then takes a little while, I guess. Yep, taking a little while. God, kill me already. So Botpress gives you a chance to use one of their templates, like sales, for example, phone sales agent, telco customer support. And this one is for learning Botpress, and this is for ChatGPT clone. I say you go with start from scratch because that way you can experiment better and you can learn better overall. And once you reach here, the first page you see is knowledge base. And if you don't know what's a knowledge base, it's like a brain of your chatbot. It's like all the information it needs to have in order to function. So chatbot's knowledge base is its brain, right? So you can add websites, documents, rich text, and I don't use these two things, like let your bot search the entire web or a specific website. Like that's bullshit. So you just need to leave this one for a while. you come to your main, and here you can see this whole workflow kind of page. So firstly, all these things you can just delete them. Delete the node by right click, delete node. And this is autonomous node. This is like a new thing. If you were to use Botpress a year ago, you wouldn't see autonomous node. It was not there. So you used to have this Slack API in order to have something like a ChatGPT, but now they have introduced autonomous node, which makes our job even easier. And I'm telling you, if you stick with AI automation agencies or AI businesses, you will see that everything becomes so easy, in timeline of like a year or something. Anyway, autonomous node I will tell you in a short while. For now, just cross it. And let me show you the one I already built in order to explain you what the things are, and then we can go ahead and build a new one just like that. Alright, so if you see from the start, it goes to the first standard node. Now this whole box type of thing, this is called a node, and it is node because it consists of a lot of costs like text, image, audio, video, and then you can even use browser, you can even use Claude AI's what do you call it, Anthropic, whatever it is, you get my point. Then there's OpenAI, and then there's flow logic. This is to send the node to another one, but you don't even need that anymore because it does a job by just this thing. You don't have to put those things there. AI task, AI transitions, and then there's capture information as for to store any kind of information you want from the visitor's visit as instance. Now let me show you. First one we have welcome, this is Bruce here to help you. Then you have a single choice, like here you put a question, and then there's two choices. Whatever choice has been selected by the viewer, visitor, customer, or whatever it is, it sends them to a new scenario. So from here it goes here, and if they say no, they go down to here to I have a good day, and then it ends. So let me show you real quick. I go with hi, Bruce here to help you. You must have a question to ask. Now if I click on yes, you'll see it'll send me here, which you'll see like, before we proceed further, I'd like to ask you some questions to have your information, something like that. So right there, if you see, you can see before we proceed further, I'd like to know what's your name. So it asks what's your name. I go with Gavin right here. And right there, if you see in the left side, the variable has been stored as Gavin, and this is the exact information we will be storing in our spreadsheets via make.com's automation. So let me go ahead and click on yes real quick, and now it goes what's your email, Gavin. See, he's using my name once again. Now I'll just go ahead and drop any Gmail I want. And just to tell you guys, if you don't mention a valid Gmail, for example, let me show you real quick, Gavin123, it will detect it as it is not an email, and it will ask you again the same question in order to have a real Gmail of your email, you can say. So you can mess around with Botpress bot. This is one of the pros it has over voice flow, which you'll see it's asking again, what's your email, Gavin? Give me a real one, right? So you can fool it, but at the same time you can fool it with something of a genuine Gmail, which is not a real one. Anyway, I'll proceed with this one right here, gavin@gmail.com. You press enter, and now it'll confirm once again, and then the information will be sent to make.com by this code I have right here. If you can see, initialize workflow. Now if you see right after my confirmation, the code has been executed. Like it is saying executing initialize workflow and send lead data to make.com in API. Now the LLM has started working. LLM stands for large language model, which is what the ChatGPT is. You can also use NLPs, which is similar to this, which is like natural language processing. Anyway, if you see here, the autonomous node has started working, and it asks, wait, how can I assist you today, Gavin? Now you'll just go ahead, ask as many questions as you want. This conversation can go on and on and on. You don't have to do much of a work. If you were to use this same Botpress software a while ago, like 2-3 months ago, you would have to do a lot of stuff. Like after every other question, you will have to be like, hey, do you have any other question? And then you can go ahead and redirect to the first one, and then it's going to, like, I'm telling you, this autonomous node has helped us a lot. Like providing this LLM inbuilt, so you can just go ahead and ask as many questions as you want. And since I'm using my own knowledge base from my Twitter account, this will give me the answers, the kind of answers I want. So let me just give you a hint. If I ask him how can I become an attractive man, he will tell me traits like be fast and be ambitious, something like that. Let me show you guys. How can I be attractive as a man? So it goes like, let me find some helpful. So it goes like, let me find some helpful content for you on this topic. And then it goes like, see, fast man, ambitious, knowledgeable, charismatic, calm. Like, here are some tips to be more attractive as a man. And then it says, remember, being attractive is not just about looks, but also about your personality and how you carry yourself. This is not something that I said. This is LLM's own brain working, like, for example, artificial intelligence working, and telling us about it in a more detailed manner. And then it goes ahead and say, would you like to book a call with Gavin for more personalized advice? If so, you can schedule a meeting here. If you click on here, you will be redirected to my Calendly link, which is for BizCopters, which is my AI automation agency. So if you see, this is an amazing thing. You can just put your link down there. After every conversation, it can lead to some kind of your, what do you say, like your product or service. So if you see here, Gavin BizCopter Discovery Meeting, any man who is using my chatbot can be redirected here and can book a call with me. So that's an amazing thing right here. Now, if you want to ask more questions, I actually have another question. How can I make more money? Now I'm pretty sure the answer to this question is also available in my knowledge base, but if it isn't, then the chatbot will come back and say like, hey, I don't know the answer to that. If you have any other question, ask me. I'll be there to answer your questions. Now if you see, this is like what kind of content I post on my Twitter account. I don't specifically mention any business model on my Twitter account yet. I will go ahead and do that thing in a short while as well. But for now, you can see, dedicate yourself completely, pursue your dreams with unwavering belief, experience everything. If all your experience is happiness, then you don't experience much. You need to feel everything there is to live life to its best and everything else. Then you can go ahead and say like, would you like to book a call with Gavin for more personalized advice? So if so, you can go ahead and schedule a meeting here. If you see, I didn't actually tell him to speak like this. I just gave him instructions on this thing. I said only respond via knowledge base, don't go beyond it. You're instructed to assist people with helpful content from knowledge base, which is tweets by Gavin Sandhu. Actually, it shall be which are not is, but let's just forget for a moment. After a user stops his questions, then you can ask if he wants to book a call with Gavin. If user responds positively, share this link, and then there's this link. Now if you come to make.com, I've already built this AI automation. So I'm using webhook instead of Botpress on integration because Botpress costs you $37 and I'm not looking forward to spending any penny on automation when I can use workflow. Anyway, there's the spreadsheet EDS. As you can see, I've already opened it, and if you see, it's completely blank right here, right? Now if you look at here, I have submitted my Gmail as gavin@bizsculptors.com and my name is Gavin the G. If we go here, you see nothing is. Oh, see right there, I didn't have to press on run once either because it's on. Immediately as data arrives, it gets submitted here. So right in front of you, you just witnessed it. This is how you'd be like storing all the information you want from the visitors. Okay, now anytime any visitor comes upon and gives his name, it will be submitted in the A column. Anytime an email comes, it will be submitted in B column. And you can just do the same with as many information as you want to store. In the C, you can go ahead, put phone number. D, you can put their address. E, you can put their budget. F, you can put their mother's name. Doesn't matter. So yeah, you see this thing is working. Now we will build this from the dust, from the ground up, from the scratch. Can be anything. So let's just go to Botpress. So I think I will not remove this autonomous node. Even if you want to do, you can just pull this thing out and click on autonomous node. It's simple as that. Even if you right click, yeah, for sake of that, I think I will just remove it. Anyway, so we have a clean board here. You go with standard node first because we want a standard things going on. we will not jump into LLM at first. So first thing goes in text card. You don't have a choice. You'll have to go with text card at first, and from here you can select any of these if in case you want it. But for me, I personally just want text message. So I start with welcome. Welcome. It's give whatever name you want. Steve here to help you. Oh, come on. Then you click on add card. You scroll a little. Let me just move it here. Click on single choice, and then in single choice you can ask a question and then give them a choices. So be like, I'm pretty sure you have some questions to ask. Pretty sure you have some questions to ask. Put a right. Give them a choice like yes, I do. Click on plus. Be like, no, actually, I don't. So, oh no, didn't need that thing. Actually, I don't. Now this thing means that it will be intent to a new scenario. You don't have to do anything about it. Even if you want to just do a little bit of stupidity. Anyway, let's just pull this thing out here. Yes, I do leads to a scenario like just before that I need some information. That kind of scenario. So you can put down a text form here, but I don't think I need a text. So I'll just remove text card, and I will actually just put in what's the name. For name you can actually have person name, but I rather go with raw input because I don't know, it just feels better. So you go ahead and click on question to ask the user. There you go. Before we move on to questioning, let me just move the lighting a little here so that is it better? Think so. So before we move on to questioning, I'll need to have some info. What's your name? So you can just be like, what's your name? And then you will have to create a variable in order to store the information, and here you will just have to be like name, right? So the variable name has been created right here. If you see, these are variables. Then you can just go ahead and turn off knowledge base for now. You don't want anything be interrupting your part of storing an information of name. And then after the name has been stored, you will just pull this thing out and be like, wait. Okay, so you don't have to make another card for this thing. You can just go ahead, put down like is how do you say it? Is it right? So you just have to make two curly brackets, put in workflow. Okay, wait, W needs to be smaller. Workflow dot name. If you see it's green, that means there's a variable which is like this. Now, is workflow correct? So is dash your correct name, or you can make it like best name. That sounds better than correct. Your best name, right? And now in the choices you can do like yes, it is, and for like other one, no, let me fix. Now in accordance to the answer, or wait, no, let me fix didn't work, right? No, let me fix. So just need to click on this thing like, and then this thing can lead back to it, so it will question it again, what's your name? And if it answers like yes it is, then it will move to another node which is like for email. And you can just copy this thing right here, and here you can just be like paste card, and for here you can just fix it to the level like from workflow.name you can just make it to the workflow.email, and right before that, and I didn't turn off the knowledge base of this, did I? So disable search, same for this thing. We don't want any interruption of knowledge base here. And you need to add a card. So if you scroll, you will see a card of email address. You just pull it out, put it on the top, and then ask a question. And may I know your email? Now the variable will be email here. So you go ahead, disable search, and here you can just be like, cut it out, put an email, and it is working. Is what's your email? Just put correct. Is dash correct? Right, that sounds okay to me. Is dash correct? So like, yes it is, no let me fix. If it is yes it is, it'll lead to I think it'll lead to executing code. Let me see here, how did I do it? um, yeah, actually I didn't actually made any move here. So yeah, if I were to change it, I would say like, you can just put this thing out, and for here you will just have to be like, no let me fix goes back to the question, and yes it is leads to the executing code. So you can just put it out like execute code right here. You'll see this thunder sign right here, lightning style. So you just need to go back. I will give you this code that I'm using here. Since I don't have a programming background, I used ChatGPT and Botpress own service to edit this code. I would be assuming you guys don't have any experience in coding either. So you just need to copy this thing and put it down right here. It's very easy. Just paste it, alright? And then there's a simple change you need to do. First is you need to make sure that your variables are fixed, like workflow.name and email is this one. If you use any other variable, you just need to make the same thing like this one below this, and then you need to change this link to the whatever link you have from the make.com as your, what do you say, this web integration, right? Webhook. So let me show you how do you generate a webhook. You click on create a new scenario in make.com after creating an account. Don't ask me how to sign in. I seriously hate it when you guys are like, oh, but how do I sign in? No, you already know that. Anyway, you go ahead and click on webhook. Let me show you actually. You already have Botpress as an integration right here. But if you go ahead and use it, they will ask you to give them $37, which is pretty ridiculous. So instead we will just have webhooks, and you will go with custom webhook. Click on it, custom webhook, you create it. Give it a name, whatever name you want. It can be Steve AI. It can be anything. And don't fill out anything in IP restriction. It's out of our, mental functions. It is none of our business, that's all. So just put a name, click on save, and then you get this address right here. Just click on copy address to clipboard, and it says copy, doesn't it? Let me just see. So we move back here. Yes, it is copied. You just cut it out, paste it in the quotation marks. So you need to be very careful with that. Ah, come on. Z. Okay, perfect. Now I think it is right. Just make sure EVI for ATA. Yes, the right one right here. Yep. So you got your link right here. You got the variables done. You don't have to do anything else. Just click on close, and there you go. The code has been set it up, right? This is our pretty much how our information storing will work, and this is like lead generation right here. Next is our autonomous node, and we will just create it and go ahead and do this thing later. Before that, we will just go ahead and use this webhook thing, right? So let me just move it right here. Let me add in the module right here, Google Sheets. Scroll and add a row, then you click on it, and then you have to create a new spreadsheet actually. So you can just create a new spreadsheet from here. I will just go with lead data that I have right here. So I'll just empty this I was experimenting early, so that's all. Yeah, there you go. Now I just move back here, click here to spreadsheet ID. Wait, so lead data. Now I have to move down to the sheet name, sheet 1. Then it goes ahead and be like values. So it isn't showing any value yet. Now if you see, we have variables, but they are not set it yet. So you need to set the variables first by
Click on refresh and do this thing again.
Okay, now it should definitely work. There is no reason why it shouldn't work. Seriously. I would be pissed if it doesn't work. Now transition has been started. Code has been executing. And there we go. It is refreshing, if you can see right here. And bang, right there. It is working. Now we just have to work on our autonomous node. Our lead generation is working now. I just had a small error right there that I was using the same spreadsheet in a different automation, so you just had to avoid that mistake and it'll work. Perfect right there. So it's a small automation, it's not a big thing, just two things, webhook and Google Sheet. I will give you all the things you need, like this code I have right here, and even steps, I think, probably, I don't know. Depends on how much energy I have left after this video. So about the instruction part, you can just put down anything. So I'll just copy whatever instruction I have written before. You can just close this thing. So I'll just go ahead and be like only export via knowledge base and everything. Make a small changes in this thing. Helpful content, which are tweets. I'll put down anything else as well, like come on, keep answers concise. Hold on. Okay, keep answers concise and precise. Don't delve into details unless asked to, and then everything is good. After, right, now we just have to make a card which will be like query knowledge base. So, and for that reason we have to make a knowledge base as well, and we'll just change its name, like what can we make, experimental, right here. Then I will add my Twitter account as for a website. So which one was it? This one. I'll just click on website and discover pages, add pages. So we have one done right here. Second, I'll add document of my own tweets, as in order to have more context about what kind of replies I wanted to do. So I'll just go in documents and knowledge base for personnel. Click on confirm. I'll also use my YouTube link so that it has more idea. Just you can actually put down any website, any document you want your chat GPT, your chatbot to have. Why did I say chat GPT? Never mind. So page has been, wow, what is this? Okay, I didn't actually need to do this thing. This could just do like this. Now cancel it. Go like website. Click on this. Discover pages. Retrieving sitemaps. Discovering pages. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Anyway, you come back to main. Then for knowledge base, you can actually have the same instruction as I do, which is answer any question user have. Your main objective is to get them into email list as a subscriber. PS, keep answers concise and subscribe. I don't think we need PS part. You can just take this thing and put it down in this query knowledge base, you can actually go ahead and make it manual instead of autonomous. Query, let it be autonomous, you don't need to fix that. So for knowledge base, you'll be like experimental, whatever your knowledge base is. And your main objective is to get them get their get them to book a call with Kevin, and also clear their queries. Is it right? How do you write queries? Inquiries? I guess so. Anyway, so I think that should work. And if you want to end the conversation, you can add transition, which will be like, if something happens, you can end this whole talk, but you don't have to do it. Autonomous node are very smart kind of node, so they will be like, if you don't have any question left, have a great day. If you have any question, you can ask. So I don't think you need to add it, but if you still want to, you can actually go ahead and add transition, like I have in this case. Like when user is done questioning, you can make like I'd have a good day and end it. But here I wouldn't do that, so I can keep it open-ended. Now don't ever close this thing, because if it is off, then conversation won't continue off past 1 or 2 questions. So make sure you keep this thing on, and I think pretty much that it is. Like this is your lead generation and customer support bot done in Botpress with make.com spreadsheet done. So that's pretty much great. You can actually go ahead and do this thing as well, and I think everything's good, looking good. Now you can just click on publish, and it is pretty clean, to be honest. Didn't expect it to be done so fast. Now you can copy this link and try your chatbot out if you want. Paste it. Okay, so here. And actually you can go ahead and design your chatbot as well. You can put an image, name, a description, even theme, everything out there. I can show you that thing actually, but right after this thing. Hi. Welcome, it's Steve here to help you. I'm pretty sure you have some questions to ask, right? So you go like, yes, I do. And then else, before we move on to questioning, I'll need to have some info. What's your name? So you can put any name, Steve Austin, for example. Right? This is just to show you guys. Don't get me serious there. Yes, it is. Then you go like name, email. I mean, steve@gmail.com. If you see the responses are pretty fast as well, right? Yes, it is. So it's pretty fast. Great. Now that we have your details, feel free to ask any questions you have. Now that was pretty clean. Let me just see in the spreadsheet if I got it. Isn't it your job, guys? So if you see it's refreshing, and bang, it is right there. It's working. I'm pretty happy for that part. Great. Now that we have your details, feel free to ask any question you have for us. Now I will ask them, how can I date beautiful woman? Just add a little bit spaces. It's a random question, don't get me serious here. It can be anything, to be honest. Let me check some advice for you. So it was pretty fast as well. Here are some tips from Gavin Sandhu. Be unpredictable. Worst advice for a relationship is just be yourself. Believe me, if a girl knows who you are exactly, she will find you repulsive. Instead, keep her on the edge. That's the best spot for a female, whatever it is. And then there's self-improvement. When you're going slow and unmotivated, God sends a girl into your life who loves you with all her heart. Looking at her innocent soul, you feel like she deserves the best, and I'll become that. And she deserves all the happiness and joy. And then you never think of giving up. That was pretty clean advice from me, to be honest. And then it goes like, would you like to book a call with Gavin for more personal advice? If so, you can use this link, book a call with Gavin. You click on it, you go to calendly.com, And that is pretty much it, right? That's very clean, to be honest. That was impressive to me, to be honest. Now we move back to Botpress and we go back to dashboard, and I will show you how to design this thing, get it integrated. If you guys want, okay, come on, don't be like this. There's this calendar link, to be honest. Why am I saying it so often? Anyway, what? Now you just come back to your default workspace, and you can change their names as well. Like if I see deployed 3 minutes ago indicates that I have built a new chatbot. Like I noticed these things. And you can only build 5 chatbots in Botpress as for free account. So that's pretty great, to be honest. In VoiceLow you can only build 2. So yeah, that is amazing. And you can also change its name. So I'd go like Steve AI. Don't know why I'm calling it Steve, to be honest. And then you can actually be like web chat, and you can be like its name Steve assistant. You can give it a description, a brief one. Here to assist newcomers and clear their queries. Compose placeholder, none of your business. You click on theme, galaxy. You can change the color to whatever you want. I'll go with red. Contact you can add, so I'll be like contact at bizsculptors.com. No need to put the Gmail, and you can also put your link to the website bizsculptors.com. So yeah, you can also add other things, and then this share for this thing. Did I save it? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm making a lot of mistakes, I know. Learn from me. Steve AI. And you can actually deploy an image as well. So I have Ronaldo's image right here because it looks cool. Um, Here to assist newcomers and Sue, and then you go ahead and put a theme, whatever you want. It can be pink or red, whatever you want. Contact, I'll just put my Gmail, nothing else. Contact at bizsculptors.com. Right, now click on save. Make sure you do that thing. Don't be like me. It takes a little while, I think. Yeah, there you go. You can see here to assist newcomers and Sue. Then you go ahead and click on share. You can see the link right here as to show them as for what it is, and you also have a code that you can embed to your web page, which is pretty amazing. And also you can integrate these things to your social medias, which is actually amazing. And for that thing you will have to use the integration part right here. Go to website setting, OpenAI, whatever this thing. Yeah, anyway. So talking about share, I think you can just copy this thing now, click on this, and see how it looks. So I've done the designing part here. You can integrate your chatbot via code, or also you can use the third-party apps for social media integration. I'll show you that some other time. As you can see, Ronaldo's image, Steve AI here to assist newcomers and Sue. And if you click on it, you can also see the Gmail right here, which asks you to open the mail part. And also there will be more things if you add for your contact. So you can just click on this and open it. You can click on refresh to start the conversation from starting, and then you can have fun with it. So that was pretty much it for contact. What was this? Lead generating and customer support. So if you like this video, please make sure to like the video. So that was pretty much it for the customer support and lead generating. if you enjoyed this video, if you understood what I'm talking about, please go ahead and like and subscribe. That will be really admirable. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one, which will be about persona board. I think I will be building Iman Ghazi's persona board. So yeah, make sure you subscribe. The video will be coming very soon. See you in the next one. Peace. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, peace. That was pretty close.